I think growing up, like, I always loved movies. It was always a privilege to go to the movies. But one of the first times that I really remember being severely impacted by a movie in the theater and just having that experience flow through me was La La Land. I think again, it's one of those things that I didn't understand why I loved it so much at the time. But I remember distinctly my mom and my sister were going to see it while they were doing holiday shopping, and my dad needed to get rid of me, so he's like, "You're gonna go to the movies. What do you want to see?" And I was like, "I guess I'll go watch La La Land with them. That movie looks good." And I walked out of that theater, and I think that was like the explosion, that was like the lighting of the fuse for my cinematic journey. Film has always felt like the way to go for me. It's one of those things that as a kid, I just liked movies, and I was making like stupid home movies where, oh, I'm Ben 10 actually, and I'm Spider-Man. And then just the older I got, the more that I was still interested in that kind of thing. And by the time I like got to high school and realized like, oh, maybe this is a hard career path and maybe I should find some backup, the more that I realized this was my best option. Like, regardless of whether I was actually going to find success, I was never going to forgive myself if I didn't try, because there's just nothing that I love doing more than telling stories. I think it's the way that I've managed to connect with people the best. I was not always a particularly social person, but I think when I started really getting into movies and analyzing them more critically, I just found ways to connect with people better. I think the thing that I love most about filmmaking is problem solving, really. Like, every day I have thoughts where I'm like, oh, well, this is a cool story idea. And then a lot of them I just kind of discard because it's stupid. But the ones that I don't, it really feels like a puzzle getting that story to fit exactly the way that you want it to and in the way that seems the most natural and satisfying. And I think that extends in a really interesting way to the actual production process, where you're dealing with much more tangible problems, where, like, before I was trying to think about how to get character A to place B, but now I'm thinking about, well, this light doesn't want to cooperate. How am I gonna jury rig something together to make this work out? And I think there's problem solving in every little facet of filmmaking, and it's definitely not what I would have thought I would enjoy so much, but there are few feelings as satisfying as just getting that one little thing to work out. I think there's something intrinsically valuable about the movie theater experience that people like to downplay when they talk about the benefits of streaming. Like, obviously streaming has become such a huge thing over the past 10, 15 years, and especially during COVID, it really seemed like it was gonna kill theaters. But then you see something like Barbenheimer, and it's this communal experience. It's like I was saying, movies in general are a way to connect with people, and it taps into that like human experience. And I think movie theaters are probably the truest expression of that, whether it's like watching Avengers Endgame and you're just freaking out with all these people on opening night, or maybe you're watching, I definitely remember watching like Uncut Gems and the entire theater is like totally stressed out, or A Quiet Place and nobody's even like eating their popcorn. Like, the effect that a movie has on an audience is just so palpable. And I think especially with new movies where it's like everyone's first time experiencing this thing, it's magical. Like, I went to Jurassic Park for its 30th anniversary last year, and there were kids in that theater experiencing that movie for the first time. And I don't think you could possibly ask for a better experience than that.